preparing the site for new railway tracks. Alfie is an excavator. He makes the hardest job seem like play. More help means more dirt. More dirt means more fun. I'm Alfie! Jack and Alfie were working hard and having wonderful fun. Suddenly, a huge dump truck roared by. Max! So that's Max, said Jack. Look out, Jack! Cried Alfie. Thank you, Jack, said Alfie. Miss Jenny was glad Jack wasn't hurt, but she was disappointed. We'll see if you can do better tomorrow. After Miss Jenny returned to the yard. And a good friend, said Alfie. Jack and Alfie were loading Max. Dust and dirt flew everywhere. Work had never been so much fun. Jack felt very proud. I'll move it, cried Jack. Jack! He was about to fill his bucket. Yes, well done, chimed Alfie and Isabella. Are you all right, Jack? Thomas brought Jack back to the yard. Jack was afraid Miss Jenny would be cross with him. All the better for Jack's being here, said Isabella. Welcome to the pack, Jack, cheered Alfie.
Thomas's friends were all busy preparing the site. Alfie was happily digging foundation trenches for the school library. Amazing, said the expert with the red mustache. Soon the experts roped off the area. Everyone cheered. This is an important day. It makes me proud to be an excavator, said Alfie. The next morning, Thomas brought Sir Topham Hatt to the yards. Dinosaur, said Jack. Jack owns up. Thomas's friends were excited. Jack couldn't wait to get to work. Hurry, Thomas, he called. Don't mind Jack, called Alfie. He's always in a hurry. But Jack and Alfie to the warehouse. Miss Jenny warned them all about the very busy site. Ned was worried. He sometimes caused accidents, but he didn't want to be sent back to the yard. Everyone was worried. He pulled up just as Jack saw Ned driving slowly away. Where's Ned going? Asked Jack. He knocked over some roofing slates, said Alfie. Thomas is taking him back to the yard. Alfie could see Jack was upset. What's wrong? He asked. He stopped without a word. Wait, Jack shouted. Wait! Miss Jenny, Ned didn't break the slate. I did. And Jack told her what he had done. Miss Jenny was cross. Day on the island of Sodo. Sir Topham Hatt had sent Thomas to help Jack and his friends at the construction site. Roasting radiators, it's hot. Out of the way, young'uns, teased Patrick. We're important too, said Alfie. But I'm the most important, said Patrick. But Alfie and Jack were curious. Who was the most important? Important. Alfie made a beeline for Oliver. Slow down, purred Oliver. What's got you racing around in this heat? Patrick said he was the most important, panted Alfie. Is that true? Of safety. They're definitely the most important. I give up, clattered Jack. They can't all be the most important, said Alfie. They were confused. Miss Jenny was cross when she heard the news. All part of a team, said Miss Jenny. Alfie was on a night job. He was helping mend the road through Maithwaite Forest. Percy had arrived during the workman's break. Me too, said Alfie. He didn't like being scared either. Shh, said Jack. The loader into the deepest, darkest part of the gully. The loader got away. But according to legend, and looking for a headlamp, whispered Kelly. I hope I never meet the one-eyed truck, gulped Alfie. Kelly, back to work. Percy liked working with Alfie. Alfie is small, so is Percy. Alfie is green. They were having a wonderful time.
A one-eyed truck!
Cried Max.
One-eyed truck!
Yelped Monty. It's just a story, chuffed Alfie. It's hello, Percy. But everybody else had a good laugh. Percy and Alfie. The wind was blowing so hard that Jack and his friends could hardly get their work done. Island of Sodo. Percy was taking Alfie and Jack to Kronk Station. Jack and his friends were going to prepare the site for a new repair shed. But rain had made the site a muddy, mucky mess. Jack and Alfie were having a wonderful time. Alfie liked mud. This was the muddiest mud he had ever seen. Mud! Glorious mud! Alfie shouted as he spun around. Watch out! Shouted Alfie. But it was too late. Max broke the water supply pipe. Suddenly, Alfie was sinking into a muddy hole. Help! He cried. There was no way Alfie could get himself out. Grab my blade, called Byron. Alfie reached out. I can't reach it, he cried. I've got it, shouted Alfie. Hold on, cried Byron. And pulled. And strained. At last, Byron pulled Alfie to safety. Alfie was happy to be out of the mud, and Percy was glad his friend was safe. Byron was proud. He had more well-dones than he knew what to do with. That night at the yards, Miss Jenny had stern words for Max and Monty. You'll be spending the next 3 days in your sheds, she said. Jack and Alfie were excited. They couldn't wait to see the lightning tree. Why is it called the lightning tree? Asked Thomas. But how will we know which one it is? Asked Alfie. You'll know, Kelly laughed. Careful, all of you, and remember, safety first, Jack and Alfie called. Jack and Alfie made their way through the forest. Look, gasped Alfie. Looked like it would soon topple over. Jack and Alfie approached very slowly. They had remembered what Miss Jenny said about being careful. Look out, cried Alfie. You'll hit the tree, shouted Jack. But it was too late. We must save it, cried Alfie. Help, Jack! It was too heavy. The three of them struggled to hold the tree upright. Jack raced off. The machine strained to hold up the tree. But they were getting very tired. But Jack raced up. The workmen soon attached the props. The lightning tree was safe. Hooray! Groaned Alfie. Miss Jenny was pleased, and Alfie were proud. Later, Thomas was taking Alfie and Jack back to Miss Jenny's. Look, cried Alfie. You can see it from here, called Jack. Nelson and Oliver were on their way to clear Henry's tunnel. Sir Topham Hatt sent Thomas to take his friends to the soccer field. We'll have to move the trees today, clattered Jack. Thomas knew his friend Buster was unhappy. At the soccer field, everyone was working very hard clearing up the fallen trees. The work had gone very well. They were almost finished when Isabella arrived with the new goalposts. Kittens. It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Thomas was bringing his friend Alfie to a demolition site. I love demolition, said Alfie. It's when we get to knock buildings down. The best fun, cried Alfie, and he swooped down the ramp.
Look out, small fry, boomed Max.
I'm not a small fry, said Alfie crossly. But later that morning, Alfie was happy that the foreman had sent him to work with Ned. But as Alfie pulled up, Ned swung his bucket. Watch out, cried Alfie. Sorry, said Ned. This made Alfie feel even smaller. Later, Alfie was working hard. Not half pint, greased Mac. Alfie was upset. At the workman's coffee break, Thomas could see that Alfie was unhappy. I don't like being small, complained Alfie. Alfie thought about this for a moment. That afternoon, Alfie was determined to be really useful. He was helping Oliver demolish a building. Stop, cried Alfie. I can hear something. Everyone stopped work. I did hear something. I really did. We must rescue them, said Alfie. I'll go, said Alfie bravely. I'm small enough to fit in. In no time, Alfie wriggled inside. Alfie held up his scoop for the cat and kittens to jump in. Here, kitty, kitty, Alfie coaxed. Hurry, kitty, kitty, Alfie cried. But it was too late. Quick as a wink, Alfie covered the cat and the kittens with his scoop. And just in time. Phew, said Alfie. The cat and kittens were safe. It's a fine family of kittens. I couldn't have rescued them if I'd been any bigger, said Alfie. Never complained about being small again. The machines were digging foundations for the new dairy barn. Hurry up, rattled Alfie. You always take the long way around. Suddenly, Alfie's engine sputtered. Help, he cried. I'm out of diesel. The site had never been so quiet. Suddenly, the machines heard a strange rattle. Isabella, cried Alfie. Soon, the machines were full of fuel and happily back at work.
But none of them had seen Thomas. And Jack told his team. Hooray and hurrah, they shouted and screamed. Jack and his team cheered.
Then we all can say, jobs galore and still there's more jobs that must be done. To work with Jack and Ned. Jobs aplenty, 5, 10, 20 jobs for everyone. Jobs
and her machines. They were building a new bandstand. Alfie were very excited. The band started to play. It had been really useful. And so...
More help means more dirt. More dirt means more fun. I'm Alfie.